Welcome to Home Organizing for Beginners. I'm Tammy, your home organizing educator. In each episode, I share a microscopic home management topic. That just means it's something you can implement today from start to finish if you so choose. Today's microscopic home management topic is how to save time in your daily routine. We can all use more time in our day, right? But how can we? It's not possible to create more time in a day. We all get the same 24 hours. So then what do we do? Before we dive into the what, why, and how of the solutions, I want you to think about some things for a minute. If you could save, let's say, 10 hours in your week, what would you do with it? That's like more than a full day's worth of work. Would you, I don't know, spend some of that extra time reading a devotional with a friend? Or maybe going for a walk every day, taking time to get healthier? Would you spend some of that extra time playing games with your kids without feeling like you should be getting things done? Or would you spend some of that time maybe getting your closet organized so that you can save even more time? Getting your closet organized can be a daunting task when you're doing it all on your own. You tend to do things the way you've always done, and you know those things don't work. The good news is you don't have to do it on your own. Inside my program, Home Organizing for Beginners, you learn the exact steps you need to organize not only your closet, but really your entire home with me by your side. The steps you learn teach you the foundations of home organizing. This is what you build on in every area of your home and through every changing season of life. For example, knowing how to deal with the shoes in the mudroom when your kids are 3, 5, and 7, well, that's one thing. But when they're 11, 13, and 15, it's completely different. Their shoes are a lot bigger, so you need a different way to manage them. So, what works today may not work tomorrow, and learning how to shift your home organizing solutions over time is critical to setting yourself up for the long term. I'll drop a link in the show notes below for you to check it out. So, as a mom looking for a fresh start in her home organizing journey, you want to be set up for lasting home organizing solutions, right? That means you'll have to do something different than you've done before or what society tells us. Instead of wishing the days were longer, you can save so much time by managing your social media use. In this episode, I share why you want to make this change, other than the obvious time savings, what the main challenges will likely be for you, and the steps needed to truly save the most amount of time in your day and week. So, why manage your social media use? I'm going to be honest with you, and maybe shockingly honest. When the kids were little, I would be playing with them. I'd feel like I should be getting other things done. The constant pull of needing to be multitasking, which is a complete myth and perhaps a topic for another episode, that multitasking need made me feel like I was a bad mom and wife. I felt like I should be cleaning or doing laundry while I was playing with the kids because the house was a mess, but I should play with the kids. You see what I'm saying? I know you felt this too. But then I felt guilty because I was focused on them. It's just an ugly cycle. And it really never came to a stop for me. My feelings of guilt just made it worse, and I think I was so overwhelmed I'd actually make it even worse because I was playing with them. I'd get out my phone to take pictures because they're cute, right? Why not take pictures? But I think my negative feelings, that vicious cycle of feeling the need to multitask, I think it made me want to at least look like I was doing things right. I wanted to look like I was being a good mom. So I would hop on Facebook to post some pictures of the kids and I playing together. And then before I knew it, I wasn't even paying attention to the kids. I was scrolling on Facebook. And it really all feels crazy to say out loud, but I think you may be a little bit like me, or at least have some of these same things going on in your mind and in your reality. When I think about it all, I desperately wish I could go back in time and change it, get that time back, and really enjoy my time with my kids. They say that the days are long, but the years are short, and I can totally see that now. My mom heart just aches sometimes knowing that my oldest is going to be flying the coop in less than 2 years. Practically speaking, reasons you should manage your social media use. You'll probably get out of the bathroom faster without any social media on your phone because you won't even take it with you. Your opinion can be your own instead of debating with people online that you really don't even know. Or the drama that happens on social media will be gone, and that stress will not be part of your life. If you're a TikTok fan or a YouTube Shorts fan, these are unfortunately training our brains to adhere to a short attention span. And I fear a shorter attention span will diminish our ability to connect with others or anybody or anything on a deeper level. And honestly, I found in my older years that these deeper connections are so meaningful, so fulfilling, and really that's what is truly life-changing. Kids are compelled enough by their friends to be on all of the platforms. I just think that they don't need to see us into it as well. Again, as the kids have gotten older and crave everything their friends have and are doing, blah, 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 right? All of their friends' stuff. That's what they want and wish they could have. We can be the sound one. We can demonstrate a better way, a better mentally and emotional way, right? So, have I laid out some compelling reasons to delete social media from your phone? Let's move on to the challenges you may face when you decide to do this. The primary thing is likely you're wondering how you're going to learn about what all is going on in the lives of your friends and family if you can't see their posts, right? This will make you really think about your relationships with others. If you're only getting caught up by looking at what they're posting, they're not even talking to you, right? They're talking to random people. What kind of a relationship is it? Does it really matter to you to see those pictures? A simple solution is to just tell them that you're getting off of social media and ask them if they would be willing to text pictures to you instead. You can text them if you have their cell phone number. You can text them pictures and then they will definitely reciprocate. So this is often fostering a deeper connection with them. Again, so fulfilling. What about my kids' social media, right? Is that one of the thoughts you have? You don't want to lose access to seeing what they're posting. And I don't want you to shoot the messenger on this, but if they don't want you to see it, you're not going to see it. They can manage all of that within their social media accounts. So anyhow, I just think the positive impact you have on your kids by getting off of social media is far more beneficial to your relationship than it is to stalk their accounts. Hopefully you're not to this point yet of them having social media on their own devices, and I highly recommend you hold off as long as possible to give them a device at all. I will say it is super difficult to hold off though. So next, the steps needed to manage your social media use or delete them altogether. So in all sincerity, the best thing you can do for yourself is to completely delete all your social media accounts. This forces you to let go. It eliminates the need to manage another thing completely. That may be a pretty huge first step though, so let's walk through the steps you can take over time to get to this point of deactivating or deleting or canceling your accounts. So I told you that I'd share with you how to implement this from start to finish today if you so choose, and that's deleting your social media accounts. I would say completely deleting them is what you can make happen right now. You will feel the immediate positive impact and extra time in your day and week. But if you're not to that point, let's go through the steps to make it happen gradually. So step one, set up your phone to track your social media use. With an iPhone, you use the screen time function in your settings. With an Android, it's called digital well-being. By turning on or reviewing the information these functions compile, you'll see just how much time you can save in your day or week. So I would recommend using this for at least 3 weeks because if you're like me, as soon as you turn the tracking on, you're realizing you're tracking it, and it's human nature that we will reduce our amount of time. So that in itself is going to save you a little bit of time, but over the course of time, 3 or 4 weeks or so, your habit will normalize and you'll see exactly how much you're on social media. You might be surprised. Step 2, update the settings to limit your use of social media on your own devices. I use this for the kids. I could also use it for myself. Use the settings to automatically lock you out of your social media apps after you use them for a certain amount of time in a day. For example, if you find that you're on social media for 2 hours a day or more, the first week, set it to lock you out after an hour and 45 minutes. The second week, you can set it to lock you out after, say, an hour and 30 minutes. Does that make sense? You can just whittle down your time, and you're really going to realize possibly how addicted you are to it. So, step number 3. Next, you can delete the social media apps from your phone. You've not deleted your accounts, you've not canceled any access to anything, you're just taking the apps off your phone. So, just taking the apps off your phone so they're not easily accessible is going to make you intentionally think about whether you really want to spend your time scrolling or not, because you're going to have to go and download them onto your phone again. Plus, you might even need to use your login and password. And for me, that always makes me think twice because I'm like, oh, I have so many logins and passwords, and I know we all do. Like, I can't remember all of them, right? So, step number 4, my prayer for you is to see that eliminating your social media accounts entirely will be the way to go. Even if you're not ready today, in the future, 3 months, 6 months down the road, when you're ready, each social media platform can be completely deleted so you no longer have an account. I think I still have my Snapchat, TikTok, and Instagram accounts, but I have no clue what my logins or passwords are. So, they've really never been a draw for me. I'm not even tempted to log into them. Facebook, though, is what I would waste all my time on mindlessly scrolling. This is what I manage this process through. I would delete the app from my phone, then I would put it back on, then I would take it off again. But when I was ready, I went through the process to look up all of my Facebook friends, and I kind of did a first pass delete. I'm like, if I don't even know you, I don't really need to be Facebook friends with you. So I actually went and deleted a couple of thousand Facebook friends. Yes, that's in air quotes. So that maybe I could just use it for my real friends and family. I think I ended up with about 600 people left on my list. The only problem was I still had that urge to check my Facebook account. I still had that urge to see what people were posting. I still had that urge, and this is really bad, to get the like, to get the comment on the things that I posted. And if there wasn't enough, it did make me feel bad. Eventually, I got to the point where I decided I am done. I went in and I sent a Facebook message to each of the 600 people that were left on my social media account. And I told them, I'm getting off of Facebook. Here is my cell phone. And how many of those people do you think actually reached out and sent me a text message? Only 2 of them. 2 of the 600. Now, granted, I have a lot of friends. Okay, that sounded bad. I have a lot of family and my friends. I already have their cell phone numbers, so they didn't need to text me. I was already texting them. But of the 600, of the people that I didn't interact with on a regular basis and already have their cell phone numbers, only 2 reached out to me. So anyhow, step 4 is to actually go into the social media account, which you likely need to do on a computer, and mark your account for deletion. So in closing, I would love to know how much time you do spend on your social media a day. I'm guessing if you aren't tracking it, it's actually more than what you really think. And there's so much time and mental energy lost on those things. I would love to know if you're considering making changes to your social media use as well. Leave me a 5-star review and let me know your thoughts. Thanks so much and have a great day.